Good afternoon, church. It's obviously come to our attention that we do need to be communicating over this time. Very interesting time. I'm quite sure that most of you actually listened to the president's speech last night. If not, it's certainly been on news channels. But we do feel that we need to address and just describe what our pathway to the future looks. This is a very, very difficult time for us, as much as it is for you. But what we are wanting to do is to make sure that there is some clarity about how we're going to continue with our services. And so I wanted to first of all let you know, just in terms of our stand on this coronavirus issue, we're encouraging you to read up on what the experts are saying about being safe and mindful during this time. We would like to point you to the World Health Organization and also the South African government websites. We do have some medical officials, and not officials, but they're just in the medical industry, health services, and they have encouraged us to do what it is that we're doing. They've said that we should toe the line, just in terms of the safety of the people and what this virus potentially can do. Our position as a church, I explained it yesterday in terms of what we see by way of theology, that our confidence is in God. I've just realized that you can watch a news broadcast and get very discouraged. You can talk to people and get very discouraged, but the moment you go to Scripture, it says differently. And so I think we're living in the same world, but what is our perspective? Our perspective needs to be from the Scriptures. And I think of Psalm 91. That's a good place to begin your own personal private devotions. Psalm 91, he that dwells in the secret place, she that dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of his wings. And so that for me is what I'm holding on to right now, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same. It's good for you to know what the church will look like. As you well know, this morning we had to cancel the Possess the Land. We had over 250 people subscribe to that, and according to President Ramaphosa's conversation, or rather his talk last night, or his statement, we're not allowed to have meetings that have more than 100 people. So you can see why we've had to postpone that. But how does church look? Well, let me say this, that our Tuesday Connect times will remain the same. So wherever you're going on a Tuesday, it stays the same. We want it to be community. You know, church is moving away from our big corporate gathering. It's going into the homes. And there is something that's very fresh about that. I mean, if anything, we really are just going to be spending more and more time together. You know, often we come into the big congregation and, you know, there's not much fellowship that takes place while the service is going. And yet we've got a healthy fellowship moment, which is after the meeting. But this is just opportunity for us to invite friends, to continue to grow our connect groups, our open lounges, and something to look forward to. The Tuesday night meeting is not going to change. However, for our Sunday meetings, our Sunday service, it's going to be in homes. All right. Now, we have already asked that we need people to host. That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to lead it, but we just need you to host it. In other words, offer your home, because the church is going to grow. That's just not my sentiment. That's just the sentiment globally, is that people, when there's this climate of fear, you do find that people just find, I need to find some hope, and churches are going to be the first place that they look into. And so what I want to say is this, that the church service will look a little different. It's going to break up into the homes around the city. Small gatherings will be started through the already established Connect group leaders. All right, so if you're part of a Connect group on Tuesday, you're going to meet again on Sunday. Are you with me? Connect on Tuesday, now you're going to meet again on Sunday. So it's just more opportunity to fellowship. The Sunday dynamic is going to be a little different for the simple reason. I do need to tell you that the Sunday locations, in terms of the addresses, that will be made known. I would recommend that you contact the church office, and they'll be able to give you an address in an area or in a region close to where you are. And so the Sunday service is going to be filmed. In other words, there will be a video taking place. It'll be one of the preaching team that will be ministering. We will have worship as well. I've spoken to the musicians, and Campbell has said that he's up for that. And so we are looking forward to how that looks. I do want to say this. Several people are not part of an open lounge. And I'm pretty sure that even on Sunday, we're still going to have folks that are going to come off the street. You know, they're still going to think that we've got church. And so what we are going to do is we're going to have a smaller group meeting here in the foyer on a Sunday, but that's for people who are not connected in an open lounge. That's just also for people that perhaps are kind of fringe, and that's going to be happening here in the church. We'll start it at 9 o'clock, which is something new for us all. So for those who are part of Connect groups, invite people to your Connect group. Ask your leader for more information on the Sunday service. And for those who aren't part of the Connect groups, this is the time to get connected. Please visit our website to find someone near you. Connect groups are a key way to keep plugged into the life of the church during this time. We met this morning just with the campus team and just to discuss some of these dynamics. And so, of course, this is a pathway that none of us have ever been before. I almost feel like I'm pushing through a forest and no one has come back who's been there. No one's been there where we're going. So it's one of those things where we work together. But I do love the idea of us just kind of, this community thing is very exciting. And so God bless you all. And just remember that God is in control. God is on the throne, man. And that's where our faith and trust lies. Bless you.